In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
All right.
First carry of the game for the rookie out of Alabama. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Running it after the penalty. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Stopped by Deion Henley. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Wideouts getting involved in the ground game. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They want to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game. And he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped by Deion Henley. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to the well again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Here we go.
They give it to him again. And he gets this forward to the 19. He gets 6 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10.
19 Texans.
From the red zone now. On the move, headed right. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, I'll say this. If you're willing to chance a throw like that, an early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work out, but you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Stroud now on 3rd. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. He gets half of the 8 yards remaining, partner. That gives him 2nd and goal from the 4.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
And this time they get to him early and stick him along the line of scrimmage. No pickup on that run, and it leaves them 4 yards out on 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Finds some space, he's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Herbert from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. This one down right at the 30-yard line. First and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, right.
Now a give running right. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd and 4. He fires one deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Stroud from the pistol. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So that connection for... Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. He's got it over the middle. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. Whoa. Hey.
From the 38. Toward the sideline and caught by Addison. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Right.
1st down, Stroud. Has it down close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
All right.
Working inside the red zone. And in for the Houston touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys in Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Look the hot, look the hot. Hey, uno.
It's round throwing here on first. Throw drifted too much, and it's going to wind up incomplete out of bounds. And that throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's second down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Second and 10 now. Completed to Collins. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Here we go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Dumped off to his running back. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
On target to his back, Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Herbert now. Caught, nice gain left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Herbert now off the play fake. Throw left side, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. That one right down the middle. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game. Right, ready to send this one away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, first and 10. Stroud. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go.
From the gun, Stroud. That one's cut along the left sideline. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This is complete to Schultz. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
They send a receiver in motion right. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Oh, eh? Good.
Here's Stroud now. Finding Collins. It's inside the 10. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans stretch their lead to 21. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Hey, ram. Ready?
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans take over as he records his 10th career INT.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Oh, ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. When you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the advantage now sits at 24.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Texans get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Escapes a defender. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
He's on the move. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers will have a first. New set of downs for him at the 38. We give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Avoids the sack. Oh no, they get him yet again. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. That play, Brock. That play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return starts at the 3.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. So now a timeout for a player who was shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. From the 27. Ball finds his running back, Gus Edwards. He's got a gain of 6 there. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Third and just 2 to go.
Go. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think we can officially call this pile-on mode. They've been the better group all game. You felt it. This quarterback, well, he certainly felt the brunt of it. The rest of the way, Kate, this may be time to pad those stats and keep on pressing against a group that has had no answers for him up front.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be Texans football. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Don't worry.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Why, Tony?
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up to the 44. That's 16 on the pickup. And it sets up a Houston first.
Here we go.
Man in motion, headed right. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. Juke the defender. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Putting the tight end in motion. This throw is cut. And he drives this forward to the 6. It's 2nd and goal. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Gets it to him on the screen. And in for the Houston touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
5-9. Set.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two and 3rd down. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And they'll down this one a little shy of the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. Buying some time right. Caught by the open man. A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go, let's go.
Throwing is Stroud. Dump off caught by his back. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Awareness. Kate, you hear me and so many others talk about it a lot with quarterbacks, but it's critical for every unit on a football field. And for the defense right there, to have an awareness of knowing where the marker was and to make sure that completion wasn't going to move the chains. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Set.
Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Set. Right it up.
From the 28. He's got Shaheed. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Set. Go.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He put some juice on a deep... Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans take over on his 11th interception of the campaign.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
1st down, Stroud. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Has it at the 7. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
On the quick, right?
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
South.
Oh, wow, Brock, a 4th straight carry. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Texans throwing 6 more on the blowout. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans continue adding on to that lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, Ray.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. To his... Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
90 Texans.
They motion Dell over left. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Every offense in the league today, they want a couple of guys on the roster capable of doing this. Players who can line up a receiver, running back, and make plays from both spots. It's where the NFL's been heading for years, and what a great example on that play.
He rolls to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Connection made to Dell. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
All right.
Hand off to the back. Has the Houston touchdown. The Texans are running them out of the building. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Chased out to his right. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down. Throwing now, Herbert. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
A give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. He breaks the tackle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Again, he hits the second level. And he gets this down to the 38. They get 40 on the big hitter. And it sets up a Houston first.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
Has a lane inside the 25. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Texans continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans tack on 7 more to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And some excellent field position awaiting them. That return up close to the 40 before he went out. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Chargers will have a first. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Chargers just want to get out of here with how this one has gone. Throwing on first is Herbert. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Dax Hill.
Oh, this is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walk in the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. First down, and they go right back to him. Broke through the tackle. And he's going to have this one down to the 43 on a good run.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
2nd and 3 now.
Sujay.
Another carry for him. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
Here we go.
Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Running it after the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the well again. Down the sideline inside the 30. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Back-to-back carries here. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right, he's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway. Can't cover it much better than that really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Try and push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the Texans. And they get one more victory in a division champion season. That, of course, not the championship they're focused on, right, Brock? And the road to the Super Bowl will begin at home next week in the wild card round.